Hey everyone, I'm Marie, and today I'm going to be talking about neutrality. I feel like this is quite an important topic to discuss, seeing as the anti-terror bill has just been signed a few days ago by our president. So first, what is neutrality? Neutrality is not having a particular stance about certain issues. Neutrality is choosing not to choose. For example, are you pro choice or pro life? Or it could be something as simple as not choosing between tea or coffee, choosing to choose nothing. You, some people choose to be neutral for a lot of different reasons, such as not knowing enough about a particular issue, or maybe just not choosing because you don't want to get involved. I used to be neutral too, especially in political issues. It's because I was indecisive and I thought there are a lot of factors that come into play, so I couldn't really decide on certain issues if I agreed with them, disagreed with them. I just chose to stay silent. But eventually I realized silence does nothing. Neutrality does nothing. And neutrality just helps the oppressor. You might say, how does my silence affect the oppressor? I'm staying silent. I'm not choosing them, and I'm not choosing the oppressed. So, how does that have any effect? But what you don't know is your silence helps the oppressors because you make them believe that what they're doing is okay. And you make the oppressed feel like they don't have a voice. Like, you make the oppressed feel like there's no one there to stand up with them. There's no one alongside them to fight for their rights. Choosing to stay silent will just cause more harm because the oppressors will feel like, not enough people are angry at us for doing this. Not enough people are voicing their opinion about what we're doing. So, they're not strong enough to beat us. They're not strong enough to get rid of this oppressive system. And that, and I don't know about you, but I personally do not feel good knowing that that is the case. So, I chose to stay loud, stay woke, if you may. Because I know that my voice and the voice of other people will help amplify the struggles of those who are oppressed. And to be honest, there's no excuse for you choosing to be silent, to be neutral. We have all the resources in the world to search about things, to educate ourselves about specific issues. The internet is there, books are there, researches are there. Just read, educate yourself. Know why your silence is also oppressive. And you may wonder, what does the anti-terror law have to do with neutrality? Well, I can see that a lot of people from my friend group, I guess you could say, are choosing to remain silent about this issue. But the anti-terror law is a threat to our right to express dissent. You might say, no, it specifically states in the anti-terror law that activism and dissent is not considered terrorism. Yes, I know, I read the bill. But after that, you will see a paragraph that states that people would intend to act on terrorism. The word intent is a very loose word. It can be interpreted by the law enforcers differently. Like, activism can be considered as intent. Do you know how many people have died just because they seem to have an intent to do something wrong? These are unjust deaths, and they're scary, they're frightening. Ordinary people like us could be labeled as terrorists just because we have an intent to do something wrong. So, I hope you realize that now is not the time to remain silent. There's no time to remain silent anymore. Make your voices heard. Make them realize that these injustices, they won't last long because the people are mad. The people know their rights. The people know that it's time to fight back. And I hope that you fight back with us. I hope you don't stay in that privileged bubble of yours saying how this doesn't affect you, because it affects us all. An attack on the rights of one person is an attack on the rights of everyone. Honestly, I didn't even know if I wanted to film this video because I was scared. But I realized I shouldn't be scared. You shouldn't be scared because our government is a democracy. The people are the ones who make up this government. They should be afraid of us, not us afraid of them. Power to the people.